Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last season's national champions, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense comes on the field first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run in the previous play. To throw, it's Nelson. Running out of time in the pocket. Quick throw caught over the middle.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short completion of the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Punt team ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 25. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Tigers offense gets their first crack now. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Now they'll run it on the toss. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. Back to pass. It's Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Has the first down and more. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense.
Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
With the catch, it's Williams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Holding. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Offense comes up on 1st down with new life thanks to that holding penalty on 3rd down. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing Quest. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down mark.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, Auburn. The special teams strike in this playoff game. Enormous moment. Punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one. I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. To the air. It's Nelson. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And Chris, think about it, over the years since you and I have been doing college football, we're way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Takes the handoff. It's Young. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
But he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases. It's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Call him in the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Hits into space at the 50. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
That's exactly why you dial up the screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal to 7.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Caught in the backfield. It's Staley. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
They convert PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack in their game plan.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Pressure is coming. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Barry. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And it's Auburn in front as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back. It's Manning. Grab down the middle. It's Porter. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down just short of the marker. Inches away from a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Running play called on third and short. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. The quarterback will just sneak it now and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Coming up, second down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Notre Dame, 0. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? He hands it to the back. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
The shovel pass complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Nelson. Caught by the receiver. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Oh, he makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He's got the first and still going. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A much-needed counter-punch delivered.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
After the BAT, they trail 28-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. On the Auburn offense, back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down. Looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Staley. Breaks loose at the 40. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Dropping back. It's Manning. Nice grab. It's Barry. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? First and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Back locked up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Try and muscle for the first down. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's going to try to return the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what they can do here. There's time to run a few plays, perhaps get into field goal range. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to pass. It's Manning. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this 3rd down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on 3rd down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Defense is coming after him. He's got a 1st down and more. Scooped up in the defense. Breaks an open space. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown. That final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. The offense going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. The back's got it. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. There's contact on the throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these third downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on fourth down?
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Auburn. Way too much speed on that play. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. It's off with an RPO. Good pass to the right. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
It's a shotgun run call. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Catch made in space. Look out. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. And the
pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back. It's Nelson. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Nickel coverage there. The quarterback just couldn't find any matchups to his advantage. So the result is a scramble that falls short of the first down. Now, a challenging 4th and medium coming up.
And the punt head's out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear. At the 10, all the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. But the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle. My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for their offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Young. And the defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Breaking free at midfield. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Just pounding away for another big gain. Could you wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit?
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown. Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Manning. Looking for the wideout. Nice grab there. Would be enough for a 1st down, but they say he was out of bounds. And bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Bringing pressure. Contact as he let the ball go. Makes the catch downfield.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the 3rd quarter play. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. Is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with me.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking deep on the scramble. Catch made, big play. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Jukes to get free. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Now the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Grinding away with a running game. Well, there's the stiff arm. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds because, remember, With the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Scanning the field, it's Manning. The pass ball is incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Ball handed to the running back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Drops back in the shotgun, looking for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical with a lot of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. It's third down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Little. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today.
And now the ball comes up. A disastrous play from the start. The offense recovers it. They maintain possession but lose a bunch of yards.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue.